Good afternoon. In this video, we'll analyze the primary social, linguistic, and cognitive characteristics during early and middle childhood. Okay, in early childhood, cognitive development is characterized by rapid growth and the acquisition of various skills and abilities. Some features are the language and speech development. Here, children begin to acquire and recognize words and to communicate their thought, feeling, and needs. And they begin to babble until they are able to complete sentence. Okay, the second is increasing attention and memories. Um, and at this stage, they begin to increase in it as they create the memories, even allowing them to understand new information and follow instructions. At another point, we have the interaction and observation of their environment. This is a critical phase in which children begin to explore and make sense of their environment through play, observation, and interactions. And finally, problem-solving skills. Here they develop basic problem-solving skills as they face a new challenge and task, and through observation and imitation to solve a problem.
Linguistic development in early childhood. It happens through distinct stages, from cawing and babbling in infancy to the use of gestures, echolalia, which is the imitation of words and phrases, and the gradual expansion of vocabulary. Infants transition from non-specific sounds to mimicking their caregiver's speech and eventually acquire their own repertoire of words by the age of 2. As toddlers, they begin employing pronouns and the word no, while their vocabulary burgeons to around 300 words. By 5 years old, children can recount daily activities, tell stories, describe themselves, and comprehend basic instructions.
Social characteristics in early childhood. So in this case, we have 4 characteristics. The first is develop friendship with other kids. In this case, it's important to recognize that at this age, your friends or their friends are not just playmates. They also actively influence in their thinking and behavior. So the next is compare themselves to other children and adults. In this case, children learn by examples. So they compare or copy other social interactions by their friends or family. It's important that parents demonstrate kindness, empathy, and effective communication in relationship with family members, friends, and others. The next point is understand other people's thoughts and feelings. In this case, children have much emotions. It's important that parents talk openly about their emotions because this emotion can be good or bad. And it's important that the kids express their feelings and validate their emotions because this helps develop empathy and an understanding of how emotion impacts social interactions. And the last is initiate or join in playing with other children and make up games. So they have characteristic ways of playing according to the genre. Most 5-year-old boys play roughly or basically actively, but in girls of the same age are more likely to participate in social games. So children who feel comfortable interacting with others and forming positive relationships are more confident and have higher self-esteem. This can have a positive impact of their mental health and overall well-being.
Let's continue with middle childhood and delve into the linguistic characteristics. Number 1. During middle childhood, children become more adept at adjusting their language based on who they are speaking to and the context of the conversation. For example, they may use more formal language when speaking to adults and adopt informal language when talking with peers and friends. Number 2. Children typically acquire around 20 words each day, allowing them to express themselves more precisely. Additionally, they begin to master more complex grammatical structures, like past and future tense, plural, and conjunction, enable them to construct more sophisticated sentences. Number 3. During middle childhood, children become increasingly aware of the structure of language, allowing them to analyze and manipulate language more consciously. Now, let's comprehend the cognitive characteristics. Number 1. Children in middle childhood become more efficient at processing information, meaning they can absorb, analyze, and respond to a stimulus more effectively. This competence allows them to engage with increasingly complex tasks and concepts. Number 2. As their cognitive abilities mature, children develop various memory strategies to retain information. These strategies may include visualization techniques, repetition of categorization, enable them to recall and remember information. Number 3. Children become better at categorizing information, identify patterns, making connections, and drawing logical conclusions. This ability facilitates problem solving and decision making skills.
These are some characteristics that are associated to social middle childhood. 1. More complex friendships and pair relationships. Children in middle childhood are starting to make friends in a more sophisticated way. They are choosing friends for a specific characteristic like interesting, sense of humor, and also being a good person. 2. Show more independence from parents and family. Children want more control over their life, from picking their clothes to making choices about what to do in their free time. But during this process, they still need the parental guidance and support. Want to be liked and accepted by friends. Friendships provide opportunity for learning social skills, such as how to communicate with others and how to negotiate differences. Children get ideas from one to another about how to perform some tasks and how to gain popularity. The final one is hormones are starting to be more prominent in their bodies. During middle childhood, hormonal changes start to happen, bringing souls thrift that can influence a child's behavior and also increase energy and desire of autonomy.